जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी, गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी, गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी, यशोदानंदन ब्रज जनरंजना, यशोदानंदन ब्रज जनरंजना, यमुना तीरवनचारी, यमुना तीरवनचारी, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे। जय प्रभुपदा प्रभुपदा प्रभुपदा, श्रील प्रभुपदा। जय जय प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद, जय जय प्रभुपाद। श्री प्रभुपाद की जय, श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, समस्त कथित वैष्णव भक्त वृंद की जय। तानि ताय गो प्रेमानंदे, हरि हरि बोल। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय, ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय, ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। हरे कृष्णा। So we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 13. Chapter entitles The Appearance of Lord Varaha, and verse number 25. Yes. Okay. निषम्यते गृह्णितं sva-kheda, निषम्यते गृह्णितं sva-kheda, kṣayiṣṇu māyāmaya-sūkarasya, kṣayiṣṇu māyāmaya-sūkarasya, janas-tapaḥ-satya-nivāsinas, janas-tapaḥ-satya-nivāsinas, tribhiḥ pavitrair munayo gṛṇasma, tribhiḥ pavitrair munayo gṛṇasma niśamya ghargharitam sva-kheda kṣayiṣṇu māyāmaya-sūkarasya janas-tapaḥ-satya-nivāsinas tribhiḥ pavitrair munayo gṛṇasma niśamya ghargharitam sva-kheda kṣayiṣṇu māyāmaya-sūkarasya janas-tapaḥ-satya-nivāsinas tribhiḥ pavitrair munayo gṛṇasma. sva-kheda māyāmaya-sūkarasya Matajis, Vaishnavis, Word meaning, translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Synonyms of word meaning. Niśamya, just after hearing. Te, those. Ghargharitam, the tumultuous sound. Sva-kheda, personal lamentation. kṣayiṣṇu, destroying. māyāmaya, all-merciful. Sūkarasya, of Lord Boar. Janaḥ, the Janaloka planet. Tapaḥ, the Tapoloka planet. Satya, the Satyaloka planet. Nivāsinaḥ, residents. They, all of them. Tribhiḥ, from the three Vedas. Pavitrair, by the all-auspicious mantras. Munayaḥ, great thinkers and sages. agṛṇan, chanted. Translation. When the great sages and thinkers who are residents of Janaloka, Tapoloka and Satyaloka heard the tumultuous voice of Lord Boar, which was the all-auspicious sound of the all-merciful Lord, they chanted auspicious chants from the three Vedas. Purport. The word māyāmaya is very significant in this verse. Maya means mercy, specific knowledge, and also illusion. Therefore, Lord Boar is everything. He is merciful, He is all knowledge, and He is illusion also. The sound which he vibrated as the boar incarnation was answered by the Vedic hymns of the great sages in the planets Janaloka, Tapoloka and Satyaloka. The highest intellectual and pious living entities live in those planets, and when they heard the extraordinary voice of the boar, they could understand that the specific sound was vibrated by the Lord and no one else. Therefore, they replied by praying to the Lord with Vedic hymns. The earth planet was submerged in the mire, but on hearing the sound of the Lord, the inhabitants of the higher planets were all jubilant because they knew that the Lord was there to deliver the earth. Therefore, Brahma and all the sages such as Bhrigu, Brahma's other sons, and learned Brahmanas were enlivened, and they concertedly joined in praising the Lord with transcendental vibration of the Vedic hymns. The most important is the Brihad Naradiya Puran verse Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupaha Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Utapadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavascha Shri Rupam Sagrijatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadhvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitascha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dina Bandho Jagatpate Gopesh Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavan Ishwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpaturubhyaśam Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Namo Mishrapadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschati Deshtarine Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langayate Girim Yat Kripatamaham Mande Shri Guru Dinatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanyeshwaram. Hare Krishna. So let me read the translation once again. So when the great sages and thinkers who are residents of Janaloka, Tapoloka and Satyaloka heard the tumultuous voice of Lord Boar, which was the all-auspicious sound of the all-merciful Lord, they chanted auspicious chants from 3 Vedas. So here in the beginning, the demigods were doubtful because they could see Hiranyaksha is so powerful, and how can this entity who resembles a boar can protect us? But as soon as there was ghargharitam, as Srila Prabhupada translates, it was a tumultuous sound. So hearing that tumultuous sound, they got faith. No, he must be a very powerful person. Yes, he can defeat for sure. And Srila Vishwanath Thakur says that this ghargharitam actually sound like a boar. So ghargharitam. So actually he made a sound like a boar. And that kind of sound increased the confidence of all the sages and great thinkers and mystics that yes, he must be very powerful. Usually in case a boar makes a sound, is not very faith boosting or confidence boosting. But here when Lord has come, when he is making a sound, he is increasing the confidence. Wow. And usually the sound travels through air. It needs some medium to travel. And since different planets, say Janaloka, Tapoloka, Maharloka, Janaloka, Tapoloka and Satyaloka, they are on different, they are planetary systems. So they have different dimensions. So they have got different medium so that sound can travel. So that means Janaloka people can communicate with only Janaloka people. Like earthly people, we can only communicate with on earthly dimension. We can't communicate with higher dimension. Other dimensions are there. As for Mahabharata, there are 64 dimensions. So our sound is having a certain limitation in certain dimension. But here is Lord's sound, which everyone could hear. That means it is not a worldly sound. It is supra-human sound. It is supra-worldly sound. That's why everyone could hear it. And that too in space. How can space be the stratum for sound to travel? It requires some medium. But how can it travel there? So that means the sound of the Lord is transcendental. So this roaring of Lord Boar was transcendental. And that's why it immediately increased the faith, the confidence of all the demigods, the great sages, that this person must be transcendental. Because he came from the nostril of Brahmaji. So that's why it became a little doubtful. How come from the nose? How is it possible? Like sometimes people doubt that, God always comes in higher caste. Usually comes as a Brahmin, like Gaurang Mahaprabhu, Brahmin, Krishna, Kshatriya. He never comes in, Vaishya and Shudra. What kind of God is he? What about the nose of Lord Brahma? Is Lord Brahma's nose is Brahminical nose, or Kshatriya nose, or a Vaishya nose, or a Shudra nose? Lord Nrsimhadev from pillar. Now pillar is Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. It's beyond. So Lord's appearance that way is transcendental. So that's why when he is making a sound, he immediately increases his size. And he is so beautiful. Usually boar or pig is not beautiful. But here, Keshav Dhrita Sukar Rupa, Jai Jagadish Hare, Jai Jagadish Hare. Lord is coming even as a sukar, as a boar. He is so beautiful. Very beautiful. That for a time being, even Hiranyaksh, when he saw the Lord, he was stunned with the beauty of Lord Vara. And I'm to fight with this person. He's so beautiful. Even when Ravan saw Lord Ram, I'm to fight with this person. He's so beautiful. So beautiful. So that's the opulence of beauty of the Lord, that even when he comes as a boar, yet he's so very beautiful. So in reciprocation, all the great sages, they recited the verses from the Vedas. The 3 Vedas, here it is mentioned, although there are 4 Vedas. So why 3 Vedas are mentioned? So Atharvaved is the exception. So Atharvaved deals with practicality, with rituals, with healing, those kind of things, Atharvaveda. And as the 3 Vedas, which is Rik, Sam and Yajur, they deal with more of sublime subject matter. Although they also contain Karma Kanda, Jnana Kanda, Upasana Kanda, but their content is more spiritual than Atharvaveda. So that's why in case there are glorifications, there are stutis, there are prayers, so they are usually from the 3 Vedas. So they all started glorifying. So Te is mentioned here. So Vishwanath Thakur says that so Te here mentions Bhrigu Muni, because he is there in Maharloka. Chatush Kumar there in Tapoloka. So in this way, all these Pulasthimuni and different sages, they all were glorifying the Lord when Lord appeared. He's so beautiful. And hearing his voice, it was very faith-giving. So although the Lord is coming and he's making ghargharitam. Ghargharitam, that means he's making a sound of a boar. But it's a spiritual sound. And then just to highlight that, again, although he's making ghargharitam, sound like a boar, but he's not boar. So Lord comes to material world, but not materially, but spiritually. So that's why here it is especially mentioned that he is māyāmaya-sūkarasya. He's māyāmaya. Now as soon as this word comes, māyāmaya, so impersonalists become very happy. Just see. We told you. Only that Brahm is Trigunatit, is beyond 3 modes. All these forms as Krishna, Rama, Narsingha, Varaha, all these are forms with a touch of sattva. So Brahman comes in touch with mode of goodness, that is Krishna, Rama, Narsingha, Vamana, all these forms. That's it. And when it comes in with the touch with the Rajogun as well, then there are demigods. And when Tamogun, then Jiva, living entity. That's it. But otherwise, there is one Brahm. There is an admixture of Sattva, Rajas and Tamas. Or another version of Mayavad philosophy is, when Brahm is in touch with Maya, then that's Krishna, Rama, Narsingha, Vamana, Varaha. So Brahman plus Maya is incarnations. Plus Avidya, that's living entities. So living entities get jnana, get knowledge from Vedas, from Upanishads. With that knowledge, Avidya is gone, and then you are Ishwar. Because Brahman plus Maya plus Avidya. Avidya is gone. So that means now Brahman plus Maya. That means now you are Ishwar. And when Maya is also gone, then you are pure, unadulterated, undifferentiated, homogeneous Brahman. Got it? This is Sharirika Bhashya. I am Adi Shankaracharya. So it appears so convincing. Wow, what a beautiful explanation. So when such word comes like māyāmaya-sūkarasya, or as Lord Krishna also says in Bhagavad Gita, prakritim swam adhishthaya sambhavame atma-māyāya. So he is confirming in Bhagavad Gita as well. This is atma-māyāya. This is Maya, actually. That's why. So all these, those who are emotional people, they become devotees. All these people are emotional people. We are Vedantists. We are from the higher class. We get knowledge and then merge into Brahman. But you are into this māyā-maya-sūkarasya. You worship this Varaha, Vamana, Krishna and all that. One day you become liberated, then you come to us. Then we will teach you Upanishads. Then you can enter Brahman. Wow, nice, very impressive. So here Srila Prabhupada starts the purport that here māyāmaya means merciful. Because Maya has got different meanings. Maya also means illusion. Maya also means creative potency. Maya also means mercy. Maya also means mystical, say visual illusion. That which is not but what we see, that is also Maya. So there are different meanings of the term Maya. But which meaning would fit in? It depends on the context. Just like the word principle. Principle also means what are the principles which you follow? Or who is the principal associate? Same. Even spelling is also same. In case it is principal, the principal of the school, then it is P-A-L. But if somebody is speaking just the word principle, so it depends that what is the usage, what is the context. Depending on the context, then we derive the meaning of that particular word. So Maya can also mean illusion. Maya can also mean compassion or mercy. So here which meaning would be taken? So here would come that actually because the Lord is transcendental, and that's why the meaning merciful would be more appropriate. Otherwise there are various meanings as given by Sri Jiva Goswami in Bhagavatam. He says compassion, illusion, creative potency, that which is measurable is Maya. That which is immeasurable is beyond Maya. Mystical power, material nature, manifest reality. So many different meanings are there of Maya. But here merciful. How come Varahadev is very merciful? Because here he is visible to all the demigods, the great thinkers, even Brahmaji. All of them could see Varahadev. Because when they go and offer praise to Kṣayiṣṇu, they can't see Kṣayiṣṇu. It's all a telephonic conversation. Demigods, they can't even hear the voice. Brahmaji, at least he can hear the voice. And then it tells, actually the Lord told that he is very soon going to appear. Demigod said, okay, we could not even hear, what to speak of seeing. So Brahmaji cannot see, but he hears. So Kṣayiṣṇu is not visible. And Brahmaji could not see even Kṣayiṣṇu. He went downstairs, but he could not see Kṣayiṣṇu. He could only hear the voice, but he could not see. So Kṣayiṣṇu not visible. Kṣayiṣṇu not visible. But here is Varahadev is visible. That means he is more merciful. Only those who are very qualified can see Mahavishnu or Kṣayiṣṇu or Kṣayiṣṇu. But here, even those who are not qualified to see the Lord, even they are allowed to see. Wow! And that's why Varahadev is māyāmaya. Also, because he protects, he has come to protect the demigods, and that's why he is māyāmaya. He is very merciful, he is all merciful. And just by his roar, immediately, all those thinkers and mystics, their faith was up, and those who were sleeping, they were up. Nice. Fearless. And then immediately they were joyful. He made all of them joyful just by his roar. So merciful. Not even all 700 verses, just by roar, immediately made them joyful. Now we are going to watch the match. Wow. Nice. So that's why here, so Maya is subordinate to the Lord. Like when Vedvyasji, when he was in Samadhi, in his Samadhi, he received Srimad Bhagavatam. So in that Samadhi, in that trance, what did he see? So this verse comes from Canto 1, chapter 7, verse number 4. Bhakti yogena manasi samyak pranihite male. Apashyat purusham purnam. That purush was purna, that was complete. Maya tat apashrayam. That means Maya was completely controlled by this person. And Maya was like a maid servant. So Lord was there with his internal potency and also external potency. That means in case we have darshan of the Lord, we should also see external potency along with the Lord. Once Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Maharaj, he met with one person. He said, I had darshan of Krishna. And then Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Maharaj said, okay, when you had darshan of Krishna, but did you see Maya along with Krishna? He said, no Maya, only Krishna. And then Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Maharaj said, that means you had no darshan of Krishna. Because whenever you will see Krishna, you will also see Maya being made servant next to him. Not coming in front of him, but behind him. If Maya is there, next to the Lord, and then we ask, Maya, come forward. It's okay, you are also potency of the Lord. Come. He said, no, I can't come. But why? I'm made servant. I stay behind. Internal potency, she is next. So internal potency, Shri Jiva Goswami mentions that she's like wife of the Lord. So wife is there with the Lord. Husband, wife. But maid servant is behind. No, I can't come. He's my master. I can't come forward. No, at least for a photograph, just once. No. I can't come. So Maya stays behind. She doesn't come forward because she feels shy. In fact, just like husband does not communicate with the maid servant directly. He talks to the wife and through wife communicates to the maid servant. Tell maid servant that she should come on time. Because she comes late, that's why I'm late to office. Tell her. But he directly does not communicate to the maid servant. In case he has got some special connection, that's another thing. But usually it does not happen, right? Usually it does not happen. So similarly, Lord does not talk to Maya, the illusory potency, directly. But through internal potency, he deals with Maya. And also he has got his Kal Shakti, that is Mahakal, is Lord Shiva. So through Lord Shiva, he deals with Mahamaya. But otherwise, he doesn't deal with Mahamaya. So Mahamaya is very shy. How can I come forward? No, I cannot come. So she feels shy. So Maya cannot cover the Lord. Maya cannot. When Maya cannot even contaminate the soul, Maya can cover the soul. Avaranatmika Shakti. But there is no Shakti Maya has been known as Vikaratmika Shakti. There is no Shakti with Maya, which is Vikaratmika Shakti. That means she creates transformation in the soul. No. Either Avaranatmika Shakti or Prakshepatmika Shakti. That means covering potency or throwing potency. That Shakti Maya has. That ways Maya can deal with soul. But Maya cannot penetrate the soul. Maya cannot get inside the soul. That's not possible. And creating mutation in the soul and soul becomes something else. No, there is no mutation in the soul. When Maya cannot penetrate the soul, what to speak of Lord getting penetrated by Maya? When soul is coming from the Lord, how can Maya cover the Lord? Impossible. Like Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami, he gives a very beautiful analogy of fire. The fire is the source of flames. The fire is the source of sparks. The fire is the source of smoke. The smoke cannot cover the fire. The smoke cannot cover the flames. The smoke cannot cover the sparks which are near fire. But smoke can cover only those sparks which are away from the fire. Similarly, Maya Shakti of the Lord cannot cover Krishna. Maya Shakti of the Lord cannot cover the avataras, the flames. Maya cannot even cover those living entities who are near the Lord. Only those living entities, Bhinnansha, the sparks, who are away from the fire. Only those living entities can be covered, can't be penetrated, but covered. Avaranatmika Shakti. That means the knowledge can be covered by false knowledge by Maya, only with living entities who are away from the Lord. That means in case we are someday feeling morose, we are feeling sad, we are not feeling very Krishna conscious. That means I am away from the Lord. Because when we are away from the Lord, then comes moroseness, sadness, that comes. But when we are near the Lord, just like the spark is near the fire, it illuminates, effulgent, illustrious. Similarly, we also become effulgent, illustrious when we are near the Lord. And that's why Srila Prabhupada used to say, moroseness. In case a devotee is morose, sad, that means he is weak in Krishna consciousness. A devotee is naturally joyful. And he gave the example of Prahlad Maharaj. He said, Prahlad Maharaj is joyful. When Hiranyakashipu is asking, what are you learning in your Gurukul? He can say, we are learning politics, we are learning diplomacy. He can say, and then save himself. He is taking panga. He is, he's with the Lord. Hiranyakashipu is saying, I learned Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam, Archanam, Madanam, Tasyam, Sakyam, Atmanivedhanam. This is like, you are inviting danger. So he could say, I am learning this, but why should I tell? Because he is joyful. And he says, Prahlad Maharaj is jolly. So pure devotees like this. So those souls which are near the Lord, they can't be covered with Maya. Then what to speak of Lord being covered by Maya? Not at all. In Padma Purana, in Uttarakhanda, there is a conversation of Lord Shiva and Parvati. So there, Shivji says about Lord Krishna, he says, Prakriti sparsha rahito vasudeva janardanaha. So Prakriti sparsha rahito. With Prakriti, Maya, rahito sparsha. There is no touch of Maya. In whom? In Vasudeva Janardanaha. In Vasudeva Janardan, there is no touch of Maya. And Sri Jiva Goswami, he gives example just like the shadow of the person cannot cover the person, but it can cover the ants. Similarly, shadow is nothing but the Maya Shakti of the Lord. It cannot cover the Lord, but it can cover the ants. That means the living entities can be covered by Maya. But Lord cannot be covered by Maya. In fact, Mahamaya also conforms to the Lila of the Lord. Just like all these different demons, they are not in Yogamaya. They are in Mahamaya. But what they are supposed to do, what they are not supposed to do is also decided by Mahamaya conforming to the Lila of the Lord. And then our Acharyas, they gave example that all these different demons are there, although they are averse to the Lord, but they never violate the Lila of the Lord. Never. Like there was one person, he said, Kansa was such a nut. He was such a nut. He kept Vasudeva and Devaki in same prison. He would have kept them in two different prison houses. Not even first child will come. What to speak of eighth child? Kansa was such a nut. Huh. So devotee said, that's why you are not in the Leela of the Lord. Kansa was there in the Leela of the Lord. Even though he is a negative character, still he knows how to contribute in the Leela. But a person like you will enter Leela, will disturb the Leela. That's why he is there in the Leela. So although Kansa is there, he is driven by Mahamaya. But Mahamaya also conforms to the Leela of the Lord when the Lord is present. So that's why Maya cannot disturb the Lord. But how come Maya is there in the Leela? But here it is mentioned Atma-maya or Maya tat apashrayam or māyā-maya-sūkarasya. This is Atma-maya, this is Yoga Maya, spiritual Maya. So Sri Jiva Goswami gives example that there are two considerations. One is samvai and one is samyog. Both means addition. But there are different considerations in this. One is samvai and one is samyog. In case of the whiteness of the milk, it is samvai. That means the whiteness of the milk is inseparable quality of the milk. We cannot separate whiteness from milk. That this is transparent milk. We have taken out the whiteness. Not possible. So whiteness is the inherent inseparable quality of the milk. This is samvai. So whiteness is the attribute of milk and it is inseparable part of the milk. So this is samvai. In case there is a book, now this is from external source. Now this is on the table. So this is samyog. So in the case of the Lord, in Yoga Maya, just like Māyā-maya-Sūkarasya as it is mentioned here, it is the case of samvai, not samyog. In our case, it is samyog. We get certain attributes, we get certain genders, certain complexion, certain nationalities, certain parents, certain cognitive abilities, certain physical strength. All of this are acquired from outside source. So it is the example of samyog. But in the case of the Lord, it is samvai. That means it is inherent, inseparable quality of the Lord, which is Yoga Maya. So when it is mentioned that māyāmaya-Sūkarasya, now this is the inseparable, inherent Maya, which is subordinate to the Lord, yet inseparable from the Lord. That Maya. Just like smoke is the separated energy of the fire, but the heat, the light, is the inseparable part of the fire. We cannot separate heat from the fire. So here, when Varahadevi is mentioned like this, he is actually the example of māyāmaya-Sūkarasya. That means samvai. That Maya is inherent to him. Like that. But yes, Maya contributes to the Lila of the Lord. And that's why when he comes here, it appears that he is also bewildered. He also makes mistakes. But actually he doesn't make mistakes. In Mahabharata there comes an interesting pastime where Gandhari, she was very sad that how come, all my sons, they died just because of this Vasudev Krishna. He said, I curse you. Just because of you, I lost all my sons. Just like today I am sad. May you also lose all of your sons. I curse you, Krishna. And Krishna is smiling. What a shameless person are you. I cursed you and you are smiling. Krishna continued to smile. And then she went to the Kurukshetra battlefield and then she was weeping. Oh, my son Duryodhan, Dushasan, I love you, my sons. Weeping, weeping. She kept on weeping. So now it was midnight and she was now very hungry. And as she was very hungry, she saw one mango tree in the battlefield of Kurukshetra. Mango tree. And then she saw very ripened mango there. And she jumped to get the mango and then eat the mango to satisfy the hunger. But she could not catch the mango. So she dragged one dead body and she climbed that dead body and then tried to catch the mango. But still mango was up. It was going up. And more dead bodies upon another dead body, more dead body. And finally it was 4 o'clock in the morning. Brahmurata. And then she could jump and then catch the mango. And she was so hungry that she even did not come down to eat the mango. She sat on the pile of dead bodies and started eating mango. Some mango pulp here, some on the sari. So then Krishna came. He said, Gandhari, very hungry, huh? Yeah. Thankfully I got this mango. So Krishna said, so where are you sitting while eating this mango? And then she looked down. She was sitting on the pile of the dead bodies of her own sons, Duryodhan, Dushasan, and all of them. And then she came to her senses. She said, Krishna, and then she immediately came down. Krishna, what did I do this? So Krishna said, how come there can be a mango tree on the battlefield? Do you understand? So, oh, and then that mango tree disappeared. And then she realized it was Maya of Krishna. That, oh my Lord, oh, I am so sorry. I thought that you are an ordinary person and I cursed you. I really apologize. I am very, very sorry. Krishna said, don't worry. I am beyond curses and I am beyond benedictions also. In fact, all those who give curses and then benedictions, they get potency from me. Durvasa Muni, who is expert in this, even he gets potency from me. So these curses, they don't work on me. Because all these worldly phenomena, they don't work on me. I'm beyond all of them. So Mahamaya, she contributes in this way in the Lila of the Lord. Externally, it appears that Lord is also driven by Maya. But that's Atma-maya. That's Lila Shakti. In the Lila of the Lord, He is the hero. In the Lila of the Lord, He is the script writer. In the Lila of the Lord, He is the producer. He is the director. He is the screenplay writer. And Yogamaya is the director, sorry. Yes. But script is written by him. Hero is him. Heroine also comes from him. Everything comes from him. And Yogamaya is also coming from him. And in this way, everything is happening as per him. So here also when Lord Varahadev, when he appears and when he comes, so at that time, Prithvi Devi, she knows that he is my eternal Lord. He is my eternal Lord. In fact, all these 7 coverings are there of the universe. In Prithvi Tattva layer, Prithvi Devi is worshipping Varahadev eternally. So she knew that here is my Lord. My Lord has come. So since my Lord has come, so let him search for me. So usually Varahadev are 2 kinds of Varaha. One is Shvet Varaha and another is Neel Varaha or Rakta Varaha. When sometimes because of excessive exploitation of the natural resources, the earth sinks into Garuda Goshan and then she floats on the Garuda Goshan. And then comes Shvetvara and then replenishes her, places her in her original position. But when demons like Hiranyaksh, when they come, then comes Raktavara or Neelvara. They come. And in such a case, although usually earth floats on the Garbhodak Sagar, so that Lord would again place me in my original position. But here she sinks inside. Let my husband search for me. Let me see how much he loves me. And then Varahadev also knows that Prithvi is now testing his love. So then he makes a jump. He doesn't quietly enters into Garbhodak ocean. He jumps, and when he jumps, chapak! So then Garbhodak ocean becomes very joyful. So Garbhodak ocean thinks, and I do not get chance to touch the Lord, Garbhodak kṣayiṣṇu. I'm there, I can see that, okay, there is another Shesh and then Lakshmi, but I can't touch. Sometimes I get little bit of touch, maybe little bit of a splash on his lotus feet. But here the Lord has entered into me, chapak! So Garbhodak ocean became very joyful. And all of the waves of the Garbhodak ocean were like the arms, as if they were trying to embrace the Lord. And then the Lord enters, and then he takes out the earth. Earth is there, yeah, my husband will come, yeah. I'm hiding here. Let him come, yeah. And then Lord Varahadev picks up Mother Earth. So all of this is done. This cannot be done by any demigod. This cannot be done even by great personalities. Now, only the Lord can do this. So here, this is such a beautiful pastime where Lord is exhibiting this beautiful Lila of Varahadev, of fighting. Although he can kill anyone very easily because he is there as a super soul in the heart of Hiranyaksh. So he can just crush his heart inside. That's it, no fighting required. But he would come, jump in the Garbhodak ocean, and then this fighting between the Lord and the Hiranyaksh, all of this happening, this is part of the Lila of the Lord. Because God is very playful in nature. God is very playful. That's the beauty of Sanatana Dharma. That here God is very playful. In Abrahamic religions, God is up there in the sky, in the heaven, and he stays there with clouds, and there is sofa, and he's having popcorn there. That's it. But God is not just sitting there. When Yuri Gagarin, when he went up in the sky, so he was asked by an interviewer. He said, so did you see God up there? Maybe God is sitting there. He said, hey Yuri, this is God. I created the world, now I am sitting here enjoying. And Yuri Gagarin was sweating. He said, no, I did not see God there. So this was very faith-shattering for many, that, okay, God is not there up in the sky, sitting in some nice sofa, some Vyasasan, with clouds all around. No. So then those who were devotees of the Lord, they said, well, if he could not see the Lord in this world, who is present amongst us in the form of gurus, teachers, scriptures, his incarnations, when he could not see here, how can he see God there? So Lord descends. That's a nature, that's a merciful nature of the Lord. Like in Islam, they believe that God is there in Jannat-e-Firdaus. In Jannat, which is heaven, there is one section which is known as Jannat-e-Firdaus. So Allah resides there only. That's it. So he doesn't come, as per Islamic understanding. So Birbal, he told Akbar, that no, Lord descends, he comes. He said, no, God stays up there. When somebody asked Prophet Muhammad, where is God? Is God everywhere? So he was quiet. He said, is he up there? Said, yes, he's up there. Okay. So he's only up there, he doesn't come down. So Birbal said, okay, let me practically demonstrate to you. Can we go for an evening walk? Said, yeah, sure, we can go for an evening walk. Plus also take your daughter along with you. He said, okay, all right. So daughter was also taken by Akbar, and they were having a walk together. And as they reached the pond, so Birbal pushed the daughter inside the pond. And then Akbar jumped inside and then saved the daughter. He said, Birbal, are you crazy? Why did you do this? He said, my dear Lord, you could also ask some of your soldiers, they could also jump and save your daughter. Why did you jump? He said, because she is my daughter. That's why. So Birbal said, similarly, when the soul is in trouble in the material world, so Lord doesn't send someone, hey, you go, hey, prophet's messenger, you go, I'll not go. He himself comes. Like here we see Varahadev, he descends to this material world. But yes, his appearance is trans-logical, is supra-logical, is supra-mundane. Because that's God is. God can't be limited to the boundaries of logic. Otherwise, how can God be omnipresent? Because God is only inside logic. God is not outside logic. So God has to be inside logic. God also has to be outside logic. Like once somebody asked Srila Prabhupada, can God make a stone which even God cannot lift? It's a very tricky question. In case we say yes or no, both ways we are gone. God can make a stone which he can't lift. What kind of God is he? He can't lift a stone. In case he can't make a stone, he can't even make a stone. So whether we say yes or no, gone. So Srila Prabhupada said, yes, Krishna can make a stone which he cannot lift, but then Balram can lift, who is non-different from Krishna, and then can give it to Krishna, and then Krishna can also lift. So Krishna can make a stone which he cannot lift, but then he can also lift. So that ways God is actually beyond logic. So appearance of Lord Varahadev, it appears to be supra-logical for a common man. They cannot understand. So that's why without the spirit of devotion, we can't really understand the divinity of God. At least we have to have some faith in His inconceivable potency. Until and unless we have faith in the inconceivable potency of the Lord, we cannot conceive the inconceivable. We have to have that faith, that basic faith is required. Then we can understand. So here is this very nice verse that how Lord has appeared, and all these different great thinkers and mystics, they are admiring the Lord and they become joyful. And they all are going to enjoy this fight. In between, the Lord will fight. Sometimes He appears to be defeated. And then all these great thinkers and demigods say, oh. Again He is victorious. Jai. Again He is losing. Oh. Again He is victorious. Jai. Again He is losing. Oh. Again He is victorious. Jai. This is what is happening. So finally Brahmaji says, oh Lord, please do the final round. So in this way, this beautiful Lila, it manifests by the Lord. Okay, I'll stop here. So let's take few questions and some remarks. Yes, Hare Krishna. Yes, Mataji, please. Okay, here is a mic.
Thank you, Prabhu, for such an enlivening lecture.
Thank you.
We really relished it, and you made us all very joyful. Thank you.
You.
So that said, I have a question. As you said, we must have a little faith. Otherwise, it's very difficult. It's inconceivable and so on.
Yeah.
But we are now in Kali Yuga, where the spirit of faithlessness is profound. So for people to have faith, they need to hear. Unless they hear about the pastimes of the Lord and understand,
yes.
they are not going to come anywhere near. But they don't have time. They have no interest.
Yes.
They have no desire. And they think religious people are foolish. They're wasting their time. So how can we make this change happen so that the faithless want to hear?
Okay. For that, a devotee has to be tricky. Once Srila Prabhupada said, is devotee tricky? The devotee said, no, Srila Prabhupada, devotees are not tricky. Srila Prabhupada said, no, a devotee is tricky. I am tricky. I tricked all of you to Krishna consciousness, even you never wanted it. So devotee is tricky? Yes, a devotee is tricky. So somehow we have to trick them. First, the way to preach is, there are 3 C's of preaching. Connect, convey, convince. First is connect, then convey, then convince. This is sambandh, abhiday, prayojan. But first is sambandha. So connect. First we have to bring that connect. How to bring that connect? So first we should quote their acharyas. Who are their acharyas? Their acharyas are Tom Cruise, Julia Roberts, Will Smith. They are their acharyas. So we'll quote them. In this way, connect. And then we can take it forward. So that's why preaching, if you straight away teach them, Lila, Lord Varahadev, he jumped into Garbhodak ocean. Do you have any faith? Oh, come on, please, all of these mythological stories, you Hindus. Crazy guys. Come to senses. So we are to preach to them as per, first we should quote their acharyas. Like Vikram Sarabhai, the father of space program in India. He said Vikram Sarabhai is Vikram Sarabhai because Vikram Sarabhai is a student of Bhagavad Gita. Wow, quote their acharyas. Yeah, Will Smith, he said, I loved Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Narendra Modi, he said, there is no better gift I have to give to the world, there is no better gift which the world can receive from me. These are their acharyas, actors, politicians, quote them. And then in this way we can bring the connect. Like Bhaktisiddhanta Maharaj, how he would preach. He is inside the mutt and then he would say, you are going to hell. And then the person who is outside, hey, who's that? Who's that? You are going to hell. And how can you say that I'm going to hell? And then he will tell how you will go to hell and how you can save yourself not going to hell. Connect. Like sometimes Vishnu Jan Swami Maharaj and Tamal Krishna Maharaj, they would have street plays. They are wearing karmi cloths and then one person is now having a gun onto the other person. I'll kill you. Now people around, hey, what's happening? And then they would start preaching. And in this way, the death can come at any moment, this, that, and both of them must begin them preaching. Connect. So we are to find out ways how we can connect to people. Like Srila Prabhupada had this Gita Gan in a very summary way, entire Bhagavad Gita in Bengali. This is connect. So here we are. So that way we should see how we can connect to people. And then we can convey. Straight away we ask people, chant Hare Krishna. I'll not. You atheist? That's not the way. So gradually we have to change people. Sometimes prasadam. First of all, we have to change their software. How? Prasadam. You want pastry? Strawberry pastry? Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, it is a prasadam. Gradually software will change and then they will start understanding. Once this happened, I was preaching in IIT. And this guy, he was doing M.Tech from IIT. Supra-logical. It was 3 hours of debate and arguments and counter-arguments and counter-arguments and counter-arguments. And after 3 hours, I got some gulab jamun mahaprasad, ISKCON bullet. I said, have some prasadam at least. He said, okay. I think you are right. So 3 hours of preaching failed. 1 gulab jamun is more powerful. It happens, yes. Like there was one lady, she was very stubborn. I will not chant Hare Krishna. So she was brought to Mayapur Dham. So she saw Panchatattva and Radha Madhav. She was very impressed. But still she said, no, I'll not chant. And then, fortunately at that time, Srila Prabhupada was also there in Mayapur Dham. So she was brought to Srila Prabhupada. And then Srila Prabhupada was told that this lady is very stubborn. She said, I will not chant Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada said, bring Rasgulla Mahaprasad or Radha Madhav. And then Rasgulla Mahaprasad was given. She ate. She had never eaten something like Rasgulla. Srila Prabhupada said, how is it? She said, Swamiji, it's awesome. You want more? Yes. 2 more. 2 more Mahaprasad. And then 3 more Mahaprasad. And till the time she was full. So how was her experience? Amazing. Super sweet. Awesome. And Srila Prabhupada said, chanting Hare Krishna is even more awesome than this Rasgulla. Would you like to chant Hare Krishna? She said, Swamiji, yes, I'll chant Hare Krishna. So there are people sometimes they take time, Like Srila Prabhupada, he gives one example of wet grass, green grass, dry grass. Dry grass catches fire easily. Green grass takes some time. Wet grass, first there is smoke. We have to tolerate the smoke. And then after some time, longer period of time, even wet grass also catch fire. So sattva, rajas, tamas. So there are different kind of people. Sometimes there are dry grass, immediately take to bhakti. Please tell me how to chant. They take to it. Sometimes rajas, they have some kind of doubts and then doubts are done. They have some desires also coming to ISKCON. I'll go to America, I'll go to Russia, I'll get a Russian girl to get married. Some rajas is also there. And then tamas is also there. You ISKCON people, you are sending money to America. So we have to tolerate that. And then gradually one day also, they also catch fire. So people take their own respective time. So preaching means patience. They are patients. With patience, have patience.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Yes, okay. Any other question? Yes. Okay, Rameshwar Prabhuji, yes.
A very quick, humble comment, if I may.
Please, Prabhuji.
I think most of the original devotees who came to Prabhupada, I think they would not use the word, I was tricked, because their experience, I can tell you from my experience, I was not tricked.
Yeah.
So it's just an awkward word, but the way you described it with the rasgullas, I can understand it.
Yeah.
But other than that, how I came to Prabhupada was not by trick.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. It's a really very special comment. In fact, this is the best part of the lecture, that Srila Prabhupada would not use some kind of mundane tricks to bring someone to Krishna consciousness. But even if his tricks are there, they are acts of compassion, like prasadam, his love. So his tricks were not really some kind of duplicious and mundane kind of tricks. So when Srila Prabhupada also mentioned that these tricks, they are, as Prabhuji mentioned, it was his love. So his love was his trick. Yeah. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you so much for a kind comment. Yes, any other question? Yes? Any Prabhus? Yes, okay, yes.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
In our childhood, we saw in TV shows that Mother Earth was stolen by Hiranyaksha and hidden in the Garbhodaka ocean. But we can find in Srimad Bhagavatam, is it mentioned anywhere else? They are showing this.
What?
Is it mentioned anywhere else or?
In Varaha Puran, there is a detailed description of this pastime. Also in Laghu Bhagavatamrit by Sri Rupa Goswami. There also he gives lot of details. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur also gives in his purports, in his commentary, lot of details about Shvet Varaha, Nil Varaha, Rit Varaha.
No. My question was, Mother Earth was stolen by Hiranyaksha. Is it mentioned anywhere else?
Yeah, it's given in Varaha Puran. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhuji, for coming and blessing us. Thank you. Seek your blessings always. Okay, yes, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam.
Pranam.
Thanks a lot for the nectarian class. Prabhu, I am very much layman. Can you please elaborate a bit on 64?
Sometimes mic is just to give you feeling that there is a mic.
Hare Krishna.
Yes.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Prabhu, for the nectarian class.
Thank you.
I'm totally a layman. Can you please elaborate on 64 dimension a bit?
64 dimensions?
A
Yeah.
bit. Can you please elaborate?
Yeah. Actually, there are 64 dimensions. Of course, we can't, like there are higher dimensions as well. Here also we have length, breadth, height, time. So these are different dimensions. So similarly on higher planets there are different dimensions. Usually people of higher dimensions, not always, but usually they can communicate with the person who is on lower dimension. But usually those who are in lower dimensions, they can't communicate with people who are in higher dimension. And that too, some people have this privilege. So these dimensions are there to create a suitable environment for their survival. And accordingly we get the body so that we can be in that particular dimension. Like for example, we can't stay in water. They have different dimension of space and time. We need to have gills, not lungs, different aquatic body, right? So in this way, even on earth also there are different dimensions of existence, of space and time. Time also has different dimensions and time also has different dimensions. Like we see in Bhagavad Gita that Brahmaji's day is different from our day. Like our 6 months is one day, is 12 hours of the demigods. And then again our 6 months, which is Dakshinayan, then there is 12 hours of the demigods. So our 1 year is 1 day of the demigods. So it's a different dimension of time which is there in the in heaven. And then again in higher planetary system it's a different dimension. Okay, so now where is the mic? Okay, Prabhuji, yes.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. A question, should we see Maya as a friend?
As a?
Friend.
As a friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. In case she's Yog Maya, then of course as a friend. That's because she's favorable. She's favorable. That way Yog Maya can be considered as a friend because she's favorable to the living entity, but not Mahamaya. Mahamaya is there to test. Mahamaya is to take away. Only Mayapur-dham is the exception, where Mahamaya approached the Lord. Oh Lord, what kind of seva I have got to take the living entities away from you? Please give me also seva to bring living entities near you. And then Mahamaya becomes Praud Maya in Mayapur-dham, helping the souls come near the Lord. But usually Mahamaya, she takes the living entities away. Maya has got two functions, Mahamaya. One is to tell the devotees, delay the surrender. And to karmis, don't surrender. Why come to Krishna? It's so boring. Getting up in the morning, Mangalarti and all that. You can't even enjoy. You can't go to restaurants, watch movies and all that. It's so boring. Wearing that same dhoti, kurta and all that gopi dress. What? Come on. So that's Maya for the karmis. And for devotees, Maya says, yeah, surrender. I'm not saying don't surrender. Tomorrow. Not today. Tomorrow. Surrender. I'm not against surrender. I also want that you surrender. But tomorrow. Today, enjoy. Tomorrow, surrender. And then tomorrow arrives, and okay, now today, not today, tomorrow. So that's the function of Maya. So that is, Mahamaya is not really friend, but she is a Vaishnavi. She would be very happy to be defeated. In case somebody can escape the prison house of Maya, Maya becomes very happy. Yeah, good job, man. You cross all my obstacles, huh? Good. Now don't come back, huh? So Maya is happy to be defeated. She is a jailer who wants the prisoners to go. But prisoners are in love with Maya. Maya loves Krishna. Krishna loves us. We love Maya. Love triangle. Sad. That's the thing. So we are not supposed to love Maya, but yes, love Krishna. Yeah. So Yog Maya can be friend, but not Mahamaya. But we should know that she is a Vaishnavi. Yeah. Is that okay? Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, yes, Prabhu. I'll just take one or two questions because it's already 9. Huh?
Hare Krishna. Thank you
Hare
for your
Krishna.
class. So finally, in conclusion, so Barahadev appeared very near Navadev, Koladev.
Yeah, Kola. Yeah,
So
yeah.
please tell something about this.
So you can tell because you are Dhamvasi. In Koladweep, which that Varahadev, yeah, I don't know much about that pastime place. Somebody else knows?
As per His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj tells that Varahadev put his left feet there in Navadvip Kola.
Wow.
I don't know whether he's appeared, but
Yeah,
he put his foot there.
And that's why, when he put his left foot there, so when somebody asked him, what about Hiranyaksh? He said, my foot.
Thank you.
Okay, maybe last question, yeah? Okay.
Hare
Yes.
Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare
One of
Krishna.
your lecture I heard you told about the two teeth that touching Varahadev. One teeth of that Varahadev.
Yeah, the
one
tusk.
tusk.
Yeah.
One point was Mayapur. I heard you.
Yeah,
said
Mayapur and
Can you
Vrindavana,
elaborate?
because these two were not submerged in the universal devastation. So that's why. So earth was covered by water, but not these two places were not, because they are spiritual. So one tusk was in Mayapur, one was in Vrindavan. Yeah.
Thank
And the
you,
third
Prabhu.
point was the forehead. So in these 3 points, this was a tripod stand. Yeah. Okay. Okay, now we can take questions later. Thank you very much. Time is up. Thank you. Shri Prabhupada ki jai. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Vaishnava Bhakta Vrinda ki jai.